I'm John Gray, and I'm from Eufaula, Alabama, and my wife Elizabeth and I are honored to win the Helene Mosley Award. The property was originally purchased in 1950. It was part of the Eberhart plantation, and it had sat idle for countless years. And my grandfather bought it as a quail plantation to hunt quail, and then my father wanted to raise cattle. So he graduated from Yale, went back to ag school at Auburn, and ran approximately 1,200 head of cattle out here. In the 80s, he became scared that he was not going to be able to pass it on through inheritance, so he gifted it to the 3 children. And around 1990, I purchased my siblings out. Gray is named after the family, Gray Acres. Always assumed my grandfather, who was the original owner, is the one that named it. I've always loved the outdoors. I mean, I basically grew up here. We lived in town, but spent every weekend here, every day that we could, working cattle, riding horses, hunting, just loving the outdoors. My primary objective is income from the timber. And we also have a mitigation bank here. And we tried to diversify away from solely a timber farm, and the mitigation bank has provided that alternative. My second objective is to be a good steward of the land and to take care of the wildlife. And we accomplished that in so many different ways and have made so many improvements over 30 years. The timber makeup is probably 1,500 in pines, and over the last 15 years, we have structured it so that we're able to harvest something every year. The mitigation bank, which is hardwoods and wetland and stream restoration, is 732 acres. And then we have abundant hardwood bottoms running throughout the property. My timber management strategies revolves around proper control burning, some chemical treatment when necessary, but that's very expensive, so that doesn't go often. Proper thinning at the right time. You know, your initial thinning is not an income thin, it is a thin to keep the trees growing.
Mr. Gray, what you doing with your burn rotation right here right now?
This is a great example and a great place to be. Right, burned 2 years ago. We tried to burn it last year with the learn and burn, but didn't make it to it. This has never been burned because it has some 25-foot ravines on it, so we can't control the fire on that side. So I've never burned it, but I mean, the understory is good over here, tight over there. But once again, this is another example of diversity for wildlife. I mean, all game animals don't want it open. They like it closed off too. The wildlife population has improved tremendously. We've done quality deer management, turkey management for decades, and resulted in just a huge increase. In 1985, there probably wasn't a turkey out here, and now they're everywhere. The feral hogs came through and they ran all of our mature deer off. They ran all the turkeys off. And in 4 years, I have now removed 1,255 feral hogs from this property. And all my wildlife has restored, and I'm not having to repair all my fields every day. And the wildlife are happy. We have abundant wildlife of everything. Our quail have returned, which we haven't had quail in 30 years. And I can probably take you out and show you 25 wild covey right now. I plant for my deer, plant for my turkeys. We do a little bit of agriculture where I lease a field to a farmer and he plants peanuts, corn, cotton. I maintain deer plots for the deer. We plant 50 acres of deer plots and we cut hay for cows. Elizabeth and I love to share the property, and we have hosted many programs from with the Forestry Commission to the NRCS to the Extension to 4-H, and And Eufaula's 4-H team just won the state championship. But we've done learn to burns, fish pond management, beaver control, timber management. But the thing that I'm most proud of is 23 years ago, I started a fundraiser for the Lakeside School. And we host a deer hunt out here. And it has been here for 23 years, and we have raised over $2 million for the school, which is critical to a small private school's survival. I decided to put a lot of work into this farm because my father taught me that always leave something better than you found it. And this in every aspect of your life. And undergoing that, it's actually become an obsession. And you can ask my wife that. It drives her crazy some of the time. But I'm here every day, and I'm working to maintain this place, and I think the results are visible. And it gives me a lot of satisfaction. I foresee the future of the property going to my children. The thing that I love most is every day when I come out here and I open that gate, I feel a sense of joy and pride. And I love people to come out here and say, this place is beautiful. And when I don't feel that anymore, I will pass it on to my boys, just like my father did to me and his father did to him.